That is the hardest part of that ring.
For the hardest part of the ring.
Hello and welcome to episode 117 of Hardest Part of the Ring, the podcast where four friends get together to celebrate the wonder of professional wrestling. I'm Adam and I'm joined by Sam.
Hello.
By John.
Hello.
And by Brett.
Hey.
We've got loads of quizzing to do, so I don't really care how you guys are, what you've been up to.
Oh, Adam.
Last podcast was episode 3, volume 3, I should say, of The Undertaking, our retrospective of the entirety of The Undertaker's pay-per-view career. This week, it is quiz time. It is Hardest Part of the Ring's Summer Quiz 2020. It's our 11th quiz episode, and John and Brett are going to be trying their asses off to avoid having to witness another Sam victory.
It's kind of embarrassing at this point.
Oh, oi, come on.
Sam hosted the last quiz, which was the spring quiz. I won it, so I got to put together this summer quiz. And as always, it consists of 4 rounds. I will be asking all of the questions and then giving the answers at the end of each round, and the guys will be scoring themselves. Very honest boys, these three. I should say, we're going to be bringing something back, guys. Something that I did in the last quiz that I hosted. I don't know if you'll remember, but we're bringing back the Joker card.
What's the Joker card?
Yeah, I don't remember what the Joker card was.
Reminder. Worst memory of any podcast. You each have a Joker card, and you can use it to double your points for any round. But you have to announce that you are going to use it at the start of the round.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't you remember this, Sam? You were there. You won the quiz.
They all blur into one.
Yeah. So yeah, at the end of it, we will add up the scores and we will crown the champ. And I was going to say it was for the 3rd ever summer quiz champion, but actually we didn't do a summer quiz last year because we did our live show at the London Podcast Festival, which, who knows, maybe we would have been doing again this year.
Oh, wow, that long ago.
Yeah, it feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. I think what we probably should say is that we were definitely doing it this year and we had a sold out.
Yeah. I mean, amazingly, we were just ahead of the curve. If we had a live show this year with no audience, then, we'd just be like everyone else.
Sam, you don't reveal there's no audience. As far as the listeners
there was
are
an
aware,
audience.
I layered up loads of extra crowd sounds. It was basically
parents were there.
It was when you listen to that podcast, it's like watching Edge versus Randy Orton. Sounds like it was really busy.
Too long and boring.
Oh yeah, and that as well. Listeners, you can of course get involved. Just grab a pen and paper. And one other thing on the Joker card, I've just realised I forgot to say, you can only use it on the first 3 rounds. Okay. The last one, it won't work. So let's have a quick break, and then let's come back, and then let's do a quiz.
And Ripley, backdrop, spine first on the hardest part of the ring.
Okay, we're back, and we are going to do the quiz. But before we do, we're going to make you wait a little bit longer because Sam, you've got some quiz facts for us, I think.
I do. I'm going to read out a number. You guys can guess the fact here.
Ooh, okay.
6.
Ooh.
Quizzes Sam has won.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I think it's more than that. Total points Brett has scored.
No, good guess though. It is in fact the number of quizzes Brett has come second in.
I should have gone for it.
Brutal. 77%.
Ooh.
This is a basically impossible quiz that I'm giving before the actual quiz.
Yeah, 77%.
This is
approval rating for the podcast as a whole. I'll take that.
That'd be very high. This is the number of hardest part of the ring quizzes that have come down to 2 points or less.
Ooh, that's a great stat.
Yeah. 950.
Total points.
Yeah,
Hey.
total points. Is it? Are they your total points?
No, those are the number of days since I've been defeated in
Oh,
hardest
course.
part of the ring quiz.
Oh, for
Oh, we even got
God's
told that
I know.
earlier.
Yeah, it was a nice little brag. Last one, 0.
Quizzes Brett has won.
Yeah.
Brett
Oh,
wins.
brutal. No, it is the number of wrestlers John could name from the Elimination Chamber earlier this year.
Oh,
That was excellent. Oh, John, I really hope you performed better than you did. Basically, John lost the whole quiz in the first round.
I'm not feeling good either. I feel like, you have those sort of bad brain days. I feel like I'm having a bad brain day today.
I'm with you on that one.
Excuses in
coming
early.
in early, yeah.
Okay, good. Any other facts?
No, that's it. We're factored out.
Lovely. Very interesting. Okay, so, I mean, as anybody who's listened for a long time, the main narratives when it comes to the quizzes are Sam wins everything and Brett is always the bridesmaid. And we all believe it's because he doesn't want to host a quiz. So I really want Brett to win. But I've made it fair. I haven't sort of lent the questions towards Brett's knowledge. It's all, they're all random. It's all fair.
Do you know what? Total honesty, last quiz, I absolutely did do that. I tried to make Brett win it and he still couldn't.
I really tried. I know no one believes me, but I did.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the least we expect you to try every
Yeah,
every quiz.
I thought, and I thought I was going to actually win it last time.
Half a point last time.
So close. Right, so tonight, this could be your night, Brett. And the 4 rounds that you're going to compete in are as follows. Round 1, Sergeant Knowledge. Round 2, Naughty, Naughty, Very Naughties. Round 3, Come On, Terry. And round 4, it's the return of Who Dares Wins.
I hate Who Dares Wins.
Eddie Dennis loves Who Dares Wins. So let's do it. Let's not have a break or a sting. Let's just get straight into round 1, which is called Sergeant Knowledge.
Can I use my joker?
Oh.
Whoa,
yeah,
on the general knowledge. Whoa.
Oh, 2 jokers.
Yeah, straight in there.
As John has obviously worked out, Sergeant Knowledge is a pun on General Knowledge and Sergeant Slaughter. Ha 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 ha. We've got 10 general knowledge questions about wrestling. The first 5 are WWE related, and the second 5 are AEW related.
Oh my days.
Sam and Brett have revealed their Joker card.
With our memory, I think this is risky, guys. Like, you've gone straight in.
I know, but I have a feeling that I usually do best in the first round.
Okay.
Might be
We shall
totally
see.
wrong.
10 points up for grabs. Obviously 20 points up for those 2. So first off, I'm going to start with question 1. And this one has got a lot to do with our memories.
Oh, shit.
Who was on the receiving end of The Undertaker's first ever tombstone in WWF?
Oh, first ever.
In pay-per-view or just ever?
Pay-per-view.
Oh.
Soz.
Okay.
So we did literally...
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Sam's going to smash this one. Oh.
yeah. When this happened, when we witnessed this, it was joked about that it could be a future quiz question. So I'm surprised you can't remember it. Question 2. How many NXT champions have there been? I'm going to give you some options before you freak out. Have there been... So this is male NXT champions. Sorry, just to clarify. Have there been A, 11, B, 14, or C, 17? How many male NXT champions have there been?
Oh, just taking a punt.
11, 14, or 17?
That's very kind to give us numbers.
Well, I just thought if I just asked you to list them in your head, that would be a lot of waiting and pausing and not very engaging for the listener. Always think about the listeners first. Question number 3. Whose WWE entrance music includes the lyrics, "They broke the mold when they made me"? Whose WWE entrance music includes the lyrics, "They broke the mold when they made me"?
Oh.
I've definitely got this wrong.
That little ooh that you just did, John, I could definitely isolate that as well and turn that into some gross out thing. Question number 4. Who has held the Intercontinental Championship the most times in WWE history?
Oh, that's a very difficult question.
That's a good question. Okay.
I think that's down to 2 people, and I don't know which one is top.
Who has held the Intercontinental Championship the most times in WWE history? And this isn't some clever trick question. When I say WWE, I mean WWF as well.
Okay.
Question number 5, the final WWE related one. Which superstar was never part of the Ministry of Darkness? A. Bradshaw, B. Edge, C. Kane, or D. Midian? Which superstar was never part of the Ministry of Darkness? Was it Bradshaw, Edge, Kane, or Midian?
Right up my street, that one, Adam.
Yes.
Oh, actually, I thought I knew that, and now I don't think I know that. Oh, that's chaos.
You think you know that? I thought that was Edge's music.
Yeah, that's what he puts at the beginning of his music. You think you know that, and then
I think you know that. Okay, so on to the AEW half of the Sergeant Knowledge round. Question 6. Who did Cody defeat in the first ever match on Dynamite? And actually, I should say, all of the AEW questions are multiple choice, okay? And that's mostly because I took them from whatculture.com.
Huh.
Or from a number of different quizzes that I found on that website.
Wait, sorry, have you just low-key revealed that you don't write your own quizzes?
Yeah. Outrageous.
Oh, I rarely write the general knowledge questions. I just find loads of different trivia quizzes and then pick out some good questions.
I think that's scandalous.
Is it? Okay, interesting. I mean, not always, but these AEW ones.
John, do you write your own questions when you do a quiz?
I do, Sam. Yeah. Brett,
me
what about
too.
you?
No, I don't. I don't myself.
But hold on. So what do? You just go on
just
Google
get it
and
factually
find out
incorrect if I.
Yeah, but how do you?
Real. That's
how
why
do
we
you go
fall out
about-
with Eddie Dennis quite a lot.
How do you go about coming up with the idea for a question?
I don't know. You just think of an answer and then you work way backwards
Yeah.
from there.
I usually go through the Wikipedia pages for the pay-per-views and find out weird facts or bits and pieces.
Okay. Well, I'll admit, I saw. Basically, I take inspiration. So I saw another quiz talk about the lyrics of somebody's entrance. I was like, oh, I'll do that. And then I looked up somebody's entrance and got some lyrics.
Okay.
Whereas
fair enough.
these questions, I am admitting now, I should have just not said anything. I'm just too honest, guys. If anything, I have basically, picked up these questions from elsewhere. What are you going to do? At least you know they are accurate, like you say.
I'm going to go on to whatculture.com.
Oh, no Googling allowed. So the question is, who did Cody defeat in the first ever match on Dynamite? And your options are A. Kip Sabian, B. Joey Janela, or C. Sammy Guevara. A. Kip Sabian, B. Joey Janela, or C. Sammy Guevara.
Sorry, was it Kip Sapien, Sammy Guevara, and
Joey Janela.
And the question was, who did Cody defeat in the first ever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Question number 7. Which AAA star did the Lucha Brothers partner with at the first Fyter Fest? Was it A. Laredo Kid, B. Texan Jr., or C. Drago? Which AAA star did the Lucha Brothers
What if you
partner
don't
with?
recognise any of those?
Yes.
First
I thought it was Rey
Fyter Fest.
Mysterio. What was I thinking?
You have to guess. A. Laredo Kid, B. Texan Jr., and C. Drago. This rung a bell for me when I read it.
Okay.
I'm going
Guess.
to take a punt on that one.
I think John might have been right.
Yeah, I know, 100%.
Number 8, question 8. Which of the following wrestled a televised match for both WWE and AEW in 2019? Was it A. Mercedes Martinez, B. Chris Statlander, or C. Sean Spears / Ty Dillinger?
In 2020.
2019.
Oh.
Because 2020, there's been some issues with 2020.
Oh, fuck. When did Sean Spears debut for AEW, though?
So, which of the following wrestled a televised match for both WWE and AEW in 2019? Mercedes Martinez, Chris Statlander, or Sean Spears / Ty Dillinger?
Oh, I don't think I'm doing well on this, guys.
No, I don't think I am either.
No.
Moving on to question number 9. Who did MJF defeat to win the Dynamite Diamond Ring? And I bet you're happy you've got some options. Is it A, Darby Allin, B, Scorpio Sky, or C, Hangman Adam Page? Who did MJF defeat to win the Dynamite Diamond Ring? Darby Allin, Scorpio Sky, or Hangman Adam Page?
Is this the hardest quiz we've done yet?
Oh, man.
Well, I agree that these questions are fairly hard. I mean, if any normal wrestling fan who has a fairly good memory probably aren't finding them as hard, but at least you've got multiple choice, which means there's always
true,
a chance.
Actually, yeah.
And finally, for this round, where two
Goldust.
people use their joker. No, although I nearly added Goldust as an option for that last question, but I think we all know that he hadn't had a WWE televised match in about 5 years. Number 10, which of the following talents is not married to one of their WWE counterparts? A, Britt Baker, B, Sean Spears, or C, John Moxley?
Is not
Which
married.
of the following talents is not married to one of their WWE counterparts? Britt Baker, Sean Spears, John Moxley.
Whew, I think I got that one right.
That is
Okay.
a toss-up for me. It's one or the other.
Okay, so we'll go to the answers. Question 1. Who was on the receiving end of The Undertaker's first ever tombstone in WWF? Brett.
I think it was Coco Beware.
It was.
Oh, well done, Brett. I went for
Ching.
Tito. God damn it.
It was like 5 episodes ago, guys.
I'm on the board here. I got it right. I only remembered that because of Brett's artwork. Thank you, Brett.
Yeah.
Brett even drew him. That's amazing. Okay, question number 2. How many male NXT champions have there been,
I know
Sam?
this one. 17.
Correct.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Question number 3. This is for you, John. Whose WWE entrance music includes the lyrics, "They broke the mold when they made me"?
Is it Dolph Ziggler?
It is.
Oh, no.
Well
Got it
done.
wrong.
Same.
What did you put, Sam?
Bobby Lashley.
Ooh, good
He's
guess.
got a big body. I just thought they'd break the mold when they made him.
Left the hair in it, though, didn't they?
Brett, did you have a guess, Brett?
I had a guess. I guessed Ricochet, but then I realised isn't his one and only. So
Yeah.
literally,
Oh.
just as we were saying that, I was like, "Oh, hang on, no, his music is that." Damn it!
Where are we? Number 4. Who has held the Intercontinental Championship the most times in WWE history? Brett.
I went for the Miz.
Good guess.
Oh, me
I
too.
probably would have had him on my shortlist. You did as well. What
Yeah.
about you, Sam?
I went for Jericho.
And Sam was right to say Jericho.
Oh, well
I
done.
knew it was one or the other.
And this is where a good quiz host reveals how many times he's won it and who's second and third. So moving on to question 5. Which superstar was never part of the Ministry of Darkness? Sam, can you tell me? Was it
Right.
Bradshaw, Edge, Kane, or Mideon?
I think it was Edge.
Incorrect.
No, Edge was definitely
Part of
there
the
with
brood,
Christian.
yeah.
Yeah.
I went for. Oh, shall I say?
Yeah, go on. Go for it.
I think it's Kane.
And John,
I also went for Kane.
and you're both right.
Boom.
Yes.
It was Kane. Question number 6 for you, John. Who did Cody defeat in the first ever match on Dynamite? Kip Sabian, Joey Janela, or Sammy Guevara?
I went for Sammy Guevara.
And you're right to do so.
Oh, no. This
I
has
went
all
for
gone
Kip,
Pete
but
Tong.
I had Sammy Guevara there, and I crossed him out and changed my mind last minute.
Classic.
I had it in my
Doubting
head
yourself.
that Kip Sabian and Sammy Guevara fought each other, so by process of elimination went for Joey Janela.
I think they did fight each other on the first episode of Dynamite, didn't they? Maybe. But I don't think Cody fought on the first episode of Dynamite.
Oh, you've tricked me, Adam.
Well, no, Cody did. This was
Okay.
the first ever match
Did
on
he?
Dynamite.
Ignore me
Was
then.
he? Oh, fair enough.
Literally the question.
I've tricked
That was excellent.
myself.
Okay, so where are we going? Back to Brett for question number 7. Which AAA star did the Lucha Brothers partner with at Fyter Fest? Laredo Kid, Texan Jr., or Drago?
My guess was Laredo Kid.
Correct.
Oh,
Boom. That was
That's
a
what we
punt.
call a 1 in 3 chance. That
Yeah.
yeah.
was he going by Laredo Kid in this, or was it a different name?
I think so, because I that rang a bell, Laredo Kid. When I saw that written down, I thought, yeah, I do vaguely remember that.
Because I thought it was Ray Phoenix, Bandido, and Penta. But I don't know if Bandido is a different person.
So.
Or I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I think he is different. Number 8. Sam, you can answer this. Which of the following wrestled a televised match for both WWE and AEW in 2019? Mercedes Martinez, Chris Statlander, or Sean Spears?
Okay, so I think Sean Spears is the obvious answer, which I didn't go for, so I've gone for Mercedes Martinez.
I think I would have the same thought if I was on the other side of this, but that's wrong. John?
I also went for Martinez.
Brett?
Yeah, I went for Martinez, and I wrote Sean Spears, crossed it out, went for Martinez.
Well, you would have been wrong anyway, because it was Chris Statlander.
No, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She wrestled in WWE?
Enhancement talent on NXT or something?
According to whatculture.com.
That's
Put that in there.
I can't believe she was in AEW last year. I thought it was only this year.
I wouldn't have got that in a million years.
Yeah.
I mean, everything's been weird this year, like you say. Like, it feels basically we're in some sort of weird vortex, and 2019 isn't as long ago as it seems. So there you go. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to dig out the stats on who she actually did wrestle. Again, good host would have done that. So, John, who did MJF defeat to win the Dynamite Diamond ring?
I went for Scorpio Sky.
Wrong. Brett?
Adam Page.
Correct.
Yes,
You
also
get that,
went
Sam?
for Adam Page, yeah.
Nice. And Brett, you can finish things off with the final question. Which of the following talents is not married to one of their WWE counterparts? Britt Baker, Sean Spears, or John Moxley?
I just guessed John Moxley.
Oh, no. He is indeed married to Renee
They are
Young.
married, are they?
Sam?
Wrong.
I went for Britt Baker.
And then you were right to do so, because she and Adam Cole are not married.
Do you know what? The only reason I got that was because I remember them cutting to Britt Baker during that NXT takeover where it was Adam Cole's girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
well remembered.
And obviously Sean Spears is married to Peyton Royce.
Yep.
Really? I thought he was with Chelsea Green.
Nope.
No, that's...
She's with Zack Ryder.
Woo. That's
Yeah.
the one.
Oh,
Forgot his name.
wow. God.
Man,
That
you
could have gone
guys
really
are
wrong.
in on the backstage gossip.
Yeah.
That's why I'm into wrestling, because it's just the couples.
This is educational because I didn't know that Peyton Royce and Sean Spears
Is this
were a
all
couple.
available if you watch Divas?
Yeah.
This is like Mia Yim and Keith Lee. You didn't know
That
about
still
that
blows
one
my
either.
mind. Well, mind you, at the beginning of the pod, I blew your mind with Io Shirai and Evil.
Yeah, but oh god, we were talking about New Japan Cup beforehand, and the biggest news for me was that relationship. I had no idea.
Yeah, that's definitely the biggest news coming out of Japan at the moment.
Yeah, really is. Sam, how many did you get in that round?
I got 6 right.
6, so you doubled up to 12. John, how many?
I also got 6.
So you stay on 6, but decent. Brett,
I got 5.
5 doubles up to 10.
All right, and that's where we call the quiz, guys. Good game.
No, we're going to have a quick break, and we'll be back with round 2.
Oh, no. Oh, Kevin Owens onto the hardest part of the ring. Kevin Owens' plan completely backfired. My guy's back in the ring.
Round 2 is named Naughty, Naughty, Very Naughties, and you could probably work this out. If you remember back,
I'm not sure we can.
the last quiz that I hosted, we did a round all about the 90s, where I listed 10 events that took place in the 90s, and you had to attribute each one to a year in the 90s. This is the Naughties version.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I don't
man.
remember this from last time, so...
It was really hard.
So
I wasn't even
basically,
watching.
I'm going to read 10 things that happened between 2000 and 2009. You have to attribute each one to the correct year. So I remember there was quite a lot of confusion when I was trying to explain this last time. So the best way to do this is for each of you and listeners at home to write down a list of the years 2000, 2001, 2002, all the way up to 2009. And then as I read these statements out, these things, these events, you need to pencil them in next to the year you think it was. And at the end, you should have 10 years with 10 statements next to it.
I do remember this from last time because I remember the edit being a nightmare.
Yeah,
We
because
were
it took
trying
me
to
about
explain
15
the
minutes.
rules.
Yeah. So I've got to say that I came up with the idea of this before I actually, obviously came up with the idea before I actually did it. That was a stupid thing to say. But what I mean is, I thought this was fun. I was like, I did the 90s. Oh, cool, I'll do the noughties. Completely forgetting, of course, that the 90s is iconic for us because that's when we were growing up as kids and in love with wrestling or falling in love with wrestling. And the noughties is very much a time when a lot of people sort of dipped out for a bit.
Yeah.
Especially towards the end of the noughties.
Especially everyone on this podcast.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, because of that, guys, I'm going to offer you 2 points for each one. So there's 20 points up for grabs.
Ooh.
Oh, Joker.
Ah, son of a.
Actually, do I want my Joker? That's fucking risky because I don't think.
Yeah, you've done it. It's called it.
I mean, this is the thing, because this is the kind of round where you get the domino effect, where sometimes you might get a couple wrong and then it means that another couple.
I'm withdrawing the Joker, taking it back.
I don't know if you can.
I can. I can edit it out. It's fine. We'll take it out.
I'm looking at the timeline at the moment. You ain't editing this section.
I think this is very much up to Brett and Sam. How do you feel? Should he be playing his Joker when he interrupted the pod by shouting Joker, Joker, Joker?
I'm going to be that person. Yes.
I
He has to
disagree
play his
because I
Joker.
think the next round is probably going to be a music round, and I've heard John do a music round before, and I'm well on board with John spending his Joker on that.
Yeah, think carefully about this, John. I mean, Brett said his piece. I agreed with Brett until I heard Sam's reasoning.
No, you're right. I pay the Joker. I will stick with the Joker.
There you go. Like it. So, in theory, John could pick up 20 points. No, 40 points, sorry.
Oh,
Would
he
that
could
just
win
invalidate
it.
the whole quiz if John
He
just
could
scored
win it
40
right
quiz
here.
here?
Okay, it's not going to happen, guys. There's no way I'm going to get all of these.
It's not going to happen. This is hard, and that's why I'm offering the double points. So
Okay.
each one now is worth 4 points for John. So that is amazing. An incentive to Google.
Who
Please
won the
don't.
2000 King of the Ring?
Okay, no, so you've listed your years. I'm going to read out 10 facts. Obviously, they're not in chronological order, but that's what I want you to do. Put them in chronological order. So fact number 1, event number 1, thing that happened number 1 from the noughties is what is regarded as the best WrestleMania of all time took place.
That sounds like the most subjective question ever.
Yeah, God.
No, but that's why, because I nearly just put the best WrestleMania, but I've said what's regarded as the best WrestleMania of all time.
Oh, so that was...
And at least it's limited down to a 10-year period, so you've got to think. And you know, as always with this kind of thing, there may be ones where you're not sure at all, so you sort of leave it and you wait and see where you get gaps later.
Yeah, I've done exams doing that, and guess what?
Now you're an artist.
Yes, I draw for a living.
Number 2, The Rock took on Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania in an icon versus icon
Oh,
match.
fuck. When was that?
All right, cool. I know that one.
You know, and again, there'll be ones where you think, okay, well, that was early on in the decade or that was late on in the decade. I did think about whether or not to tell you which WrestleMania that was, but then, of course, you can just work it out with maths. So I'm not
I actually
do
saw
that.
a clip of that on Reddit yesterday because of JR's commentary.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you loiter around on Reddit.
It is
Don't do
it's,
your job.
it's a great match. Well, it's a good match to watch that.
Number 3, Shawn Michaels uttered the words, "I'm sorry, I love you."
Okay, yeah.
And I mean, I know that for barely any of these, you're going to be like, yes, I know that year instantly, but hopefully you've got a rough idea. You do a bit of rearranging.
I'm writing a list on the right side, which then hopefully I'm just going to chuck in on the
Right at the end.
Yeah.
Be like Minority Report. You're just going to slide them all into place.
Yeah,
Yeah. What was that? Sorry, that was HBK, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'll just do
Okay.
these little lines, lining them all up.
Oh, yeah, nice. Bit of drawing again. You're good at that.
Yeah.
Was that what you did in your exams? Just a drawing, and they're like, you know what, Brett, you can be an illustrator one day.
It's going to be a picture at the end. Yeah.
I'd love to see you draw a picture of this next thing. Because number 4 is Vince McMahon tears both his quads entering the ring at the end of the Royal Rumble.
Oh, fuck it. It was Batista
one of the-
Triple H. What year was that, though?
That was Batista John Cena, wasn't it?
Batista Cena,
That
yeah.
was Cena.
One of the best things that's ever happened.
That's really funny, that.
Okay, number 5. Bret the Hitman Hart retired?
Oh, ooh, that's a good question. When was the screw job? 97?
97.
It wasn't.
So that was Bret the Hitman Hart retired. Number 5. Number 6, Bray Wyatt makes his wrestling debut.
As Bray Wyatt, not as Husky Harris or anything.
Oh, I think it's his. I think it's his just wrestling debut. So it like debut as a wrestler. So you got to think, he's going to be young.
Yeah. I mean, are you talking debut on the main roster
No, just general wrestling debut.
in like FCW or something?
Yeah, like a proper refereed wrestling match. His first one.
All these extra questions actually helping you.
No answer. Question number 7, or thing that happened. Number 7. The first Marine film was released.
Ooh.
Oh no, I watched that.
I'm sorry, guys. This is hard. I am worried about the next time I have to take part in a quiz. I mean, in theory, we could do one of these for 2010 to 2019 now, and that's what I'll be doing in my next quiz. So at least you can do some research and homework on that. Number 8, and I ummed and ahed about whether or not to include this, but I've decided to.
Oh,
Number
no.
8. He who shall not be named
Yep.
did that shall not be mentioned.
Do you know what? I kind of knew the moment you said naughties, naughty, naughties that this was going to come up.
Oh, yeah, naughty, naughty, very naughty.
Oh, Adam.
When
Adam
was
eight.
that?
He who shall not be named did that shall not be mentioned.
It was 2017. It was 4 of us and we started a wrestling pod.
Question number 9. Kazuchika Okada makes his wrestling debut.
As a young lion?
Again, just first ever proper match, sanctioned match.
Okay.
And finally, number 10. Brock Lesnar botches a shooting star press against Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
That's kind of you to give us that one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very famous.
It's
I mean, I can picture
this
it, but
is
I couldn't.
pure
I
guesses
couldn't think of the
across
year.
the whole board.
Okay, so I will repeat those whilst you guys are drawing lots of diagrams or swapping stuff around. Number 1 was what's regarded as the best WrestleMania of all time took place. Number 2, The Rock took on Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania in an Icon versus Icon match. Number 3, Shawn Michaels uttered the words, "I'm sorry, I love you." Number 4, Vince McMahon tears both his quads entering the ring at the end of the Royal Rumble. Number 5, Bret the Hitman Hart retired. Number 6, Bray Wyatt makes his wrestling debut. Number 7, the first Marine film was released. Number 8, he who shall not be named did that shall not be mentioned. Number 9, Kazuchika Okada makes his wrestling debut. And finally, number 10, Brock Lesnar botches a shooting star press against Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. So we'll now do this chronologically. So I'm going to say year 2000 and I want you to tell me what it is.
Just worked out. Okay, I think I've got 100% on this.
Oh my God.
Bloody hell.
I'm pretty
That
sure
would be crazy. Sam, tell me then, what happened in the year 2000?
Bret Hart retires.
Correct.
Oh,
yes.
yes.
Oh, good
Got
start,
one.
guys.
Pure guess.
I thought that'd be a nice one to have as the first one because it is very much linked to the previous
I think
decade.
that's erroneous information though, because Bret Hart had a US title run in 2009 or 2010.
Okay. But in terms of his a proper retirement, not a comeback. Because at the end of that comeback, he didn't retire again.
He was fighting as recently as the Hall of Fame last year.
Adam, don't worry about it. We all get it right. We all get it right.
Yeah,
Yes.
move on.
Yes,
Yeah,
Shut
very
up,
true.
Sam.
God's sake. 2001, then, John. What happened then?
The best WrestleMania.
Yes.
Oh, it's not, is it? That's 2.
Oh, it was that Sam there, Mr. 100%.
I got it right.
Oh, balls. Okay.
Yeah. Well done. So now we're on to 2002. Brett, what happened then?
I've got Rock versus Hogan.
WrestleMania 18, you're right.
Oh, mate.
3 for 3 so far.
How is this happening?
Yeah,
Is everyone max score?
Yep.
Yeah.
We've all got 100%. John's going to run away with it.
It's going to go so wrong.
John's on 12 points for this round already.
Shit.
Oh, God. I'm a bit worried now. That this might, I mean, every single quiz is close, so we've got to have one with a runaway leader at some point. We'll see what happens, though, because now it's 2003 and back to Sam.
Brock Lesnar jumps on his neck.
Correct.
No,
WrestleMania
is it?
19.
Boom.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
What, did you get it?
I've got like second sight or something because I didn't know any of these.
You can't believe you're doing this well. Okay, on to you then, John. 2004. What happened then?
I went with He Who Shall Not Be Named.
What?
Incorrect.
Oh, okay.
Brett, have you got a guess for 2004?
I've got the first Marine film.
Oh, incorrect. Sam?
Oh, my
So this was the
streak.
one that I couldn't figure out, and I've fit it in where the gaps are. I think it must be Okada's debut.
You're right.
Oh, wow.
Annoyingly right.
That one wrong.
Sam is going to ace this. That's going to be insane. I'm calling cheats if he aces this.
I really want to point out, earlier on when we were saying like we stopped watching wrestling in the 2000s,
Sam's the only one that kept watching.
Yeah.
I grew up watching wrestling in the 2000s.
Yeah, because he's a kid.
Okay.
It's a baby.
Yeah. I should have considered all of this. When I'm trying to do a quiz that Sam doesn't win, I shouldn't have picked a decade that he was a huge fan. Oh, well. Okay. So where are we on to now? Is it Brett? I believe it's Brett to go for 2005.
I've got Vince tears his quads.
Correct.
No. Oh, man.
I love your disbelief that you're doing well.
I expected to get 0 because they are literally all a guess. I
That's
just...
the funniest Royal Rumble moment. That.
Yeah.
Sam, you got that, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, he says. Don't need to check with me anymore. I just get them all right.
One of the most classic, him sat there in the ring pointing at people.
It's so
Wonderful.
good. Sam, did you get what happened in 2006 then?
The Marine.
Correct.
Boom.
Guess who saw that in the cinema?
Did you really?
Oh, you never.
Yeah.
John Cena,
Garbage.
wasn't it? The first
It
one.
was in the cinema?
It was a limited release.
That's amazing. Okay, 2007, John.
Bray debut?
No, it's one you've already said, I'm afraid.
Oh, is it
Brett?
I've got Benoit. I mean, oh, damn it. Let me do
You
that
lose
again.
all your points, I'm
Let
afraid.
me do that again. Who shall not be named.
Correct. 2008 now. I've lost track of where we're going, so we'll go back to Sam.
I think this is Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair. I love you.
And that confirms Sam's 100% record for this
Has
round.
it? Oh,
Yeah, that is correct.
Well done.
And then John, 2009.
Oh, I don't know what's left.
Brett?
Oh, Bray. I put Okada, but Okada's already been. So,
Yeah.
Bray.
In 2009, Bray Wyatt made his wrestling debut. Wow.
3,
Huge. So we know Sam got 10 points there.
20?
Brett, how many did you get? Oh, God. So sorry.
Oh.
Forgot about that.
yeah.
20 points. 10 correct, 20 points. Brett,
I got 6 correct, so 12 points.
12 points. And John, with your joker.
I got 7 right, so that's 14 times 2. 28, motherfuckers.
I am last place in this quiz.
Amazing. So that means that it's very close. This is
God,
excellent.
I wish I'd used my Joker on that round.
After 2 rounds, Brett is indeed not going to be hosting the next quiz. He's on 22 points.
Thanks for coming,
But then
Brett.
Sam is on 32 points and John is on 34.
Tight.
Oh, I'm going to bite my lip the whole way through this next break. And then we'll come back with round 3.
Good Lord. Emerald Frozen. Lord. On the apron. He is a bad, bad boy. And ladies and gentlemen, that apron is not to play with. It's not to be trifled with or wrestled on.
My lip is bleeding.
Oh.
And we are ready for the audio round, which is called Come On, Terry. Which is basically a joke because it sounds a bit like commentary. That's right, you are going to hear 10 clips featuring wrestling commentators, and all you need to do is name them.
The commentator or the wrestler?
The commentator.
Okay.
In some cases, they were previously wrestlers.
Okay, fair enough.
So
that sounds incredibly difficult.
I mean, yeah, I'd say it probably is. One thing I will say, you know every single one of these. And in fact, we have, yeah, you were busy mates. No, we have reviewed matches that have been commentated by all 10 of these commentators. So you'll get them all wrong and then kick yourself at the end.
Nice.
Cool.
So there are 10 points up for grabs. And we're going to kick things off with clip number 1. Here it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you people can honestly sit in your homes and back Andre the Giant, then I am disgusted.
Ooh. Oh, God, I know that one.
I have no idea who that is.
I think there's going to be a lot of that. Oh, God, I know this one. And here it is again.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you people can honestly sit in your homes and back Andre the Giant, then I am disgusted.
It's that lisp. Oh, okay, I'm going to take a punt on that.
Okay, number 2. Here is clip number 2.
Hey, what kind of man is Roman Reigns? You know what? That could have been harmful to Seth Rollins. Could have hit you on here, just like you said with that brick right there. Could have hit one of these fans right here. What kind of man is Roman Reigns to do something as dastardly as that?
Okay, that's an easy one.
Yeah, I definitely could have clipped that down to make it shorter and maybe slightly harder. But, give you a bit of confidence.
I have no idea who that is.
Wow.
I think I've got it.
Here it is again.
Hey, what kind of man is Roman Reigns? You know what? That could have been harmful to Seth Rollins. Could have hit you on here, just like you said with that brick right there. Could have hit one of these fans right here. What kind of man is Roman Reigns to do something as dastardly as that?
I haven't a clue.
Okay, let's move on to number 3. Here is number 3.
I have never uttered the words, I quit. And this Sunday is never going to be any different.
Okay.
Here it is again, number 3.
I have never uttered the words, I quit. And this Sunday is never going to be any different.
Ready for number 4, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
Born ready.
Okay, here is number 4.
You know how much I love this company, and I would do anything they would ask of me, and it's a true privilege and an honor to be here.
Ooh, that's a tricky one.
I am looking at a perfect 0 for this so far.
Let's play that one again.
You know how much I love this company, and I would do anything they would ask of me, and it's a true privilege and an honor to be here.
The problem is, I've got the names in front of me, so I'm listening to them going, yeah, this is gettable, but that's because I know exactly who it is. Anyway, number 5. Let's do number 5. Here is number 5.
Adam Cole, for obvious reasons, not going with his given name, which is Fat Piece of Shit.
Oh, man.
Here's number 5 again.
Adam Cole, for obvious reasons, not going with his given name, which is Fat Piece of Shit.
Oh, I have no idea who that one is.
You do. Okay, let's move on then to number 6. Here is number 6.
I have an invitation from my good friend Donald Trump to go down on the Princess, the $80 million yacht.
Number 6 again.
I have an invitation from my good friend Donald Trump to go down on the Princess, the $80 million yacht.
Okay. Number 7 is coming up now. Here is number 7.
Fans, I want to reiterate something that I talked about before the commercial break. If you're thinking about changing channels to our competition, we want to let you know that unlike us, they've got their show in the can. Their show's been taped. Later tonight, Mick Foley, who once wrestled here as Cactus Jack, is going to win their world title.
Oh, yep.
Oh, classic one.
That's that famous clip.
What a classic. Here it is again, though, just in case.
Fans, I want to reiterate something that I talked about before the commercial break. If you're thinking about changing channels to our competition, we want to let you know that unlike us, they've got their show in the can. Their show's been taped. Later tonight, Mick Foley, who once wrestled here as Cactus Jack, is going to win their world title.
All good?
Yep.
Brett, you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just getting on with other stuff now, Adam.
Yeah.
replying to some
do.
emails.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it is time for clip number 8. Here we go.
The thing that you need right now is this brand new pet groomer. It has these razors on the inside. So the thing is that your pet's fur will go inside, skin will go nowhere near it.
What? You sure you got a wrestling clip there, mate?
Yes. Well, I'll be honest with you. It's somebody's audition for the job.
Oh, wow. Where'd you get hold of that?
Oh,
YouTube.
100%. This is the one voice I actually have recognised so far.
Here it is again, number 8.
The thing that you need right now is this brand new pet groomer. It has these razors on the inside. So the thing is that your pet's fur will go inside, skin will go nowhere near it.
Yeah, so that was found on YouTube. Somebody's audition to get a job at WWE as... well, we'll go into that shortly. But yeah, it was very weird and very interesting to watch. But do you know who it is? We'll have to wait and see. Number 9 is up next, and here it is.
Quit throwing pancakes. You don't get a pancake. Relax.
So that's the first part of the clip, okay? There are 2 people who feature on that, but it's the first bit. The one who doesn't want the pancakes thrown at them. Here it is again.
Quit throwing pancakes. You don't get a pancake. Relax.
Oh, God, that's really hard, that one.
Again, yeah, they're easy when you know them like me, but hopefully you can guess that one.
Incredibly difficult.
And number 10, to round things off, is this.
Of course he may lose the match when it's all over, McMahon. Who knows? But at that particular moment, he made no mistake.
Oh, nice. Oh, my God, my mind's gone. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I love this guy. I don't know who it is, but I love them.
Okay. Did you say that's related to the clip of, like, clip 9?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Here's number 10 again for the listeners.
Of course he may lose the match when it's all over, McMahon. Who knows? But at that particular moment, he made no mistake.
Right, okay, so let's go to answers. So I will play the clip, and then I will ask one of you guys to let me know who it is. So here's number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you people can honestly sit in your homes and back Andre the Giant, then I am disgusted.
I've taken a punt on this one. I've gone for Mr. Perfect.
Oh, that is
a
punt. No, I don't think so.
Right era, of course. John, have you got a guess for that?
I thought it was one person, but I couldn't remember his name, so I went for Bobby Heenan.
Thank God you forgot that person's name, because Bobby Heenan is correct.
Oh, was it? Oh, wow.
Oh,
I also have Bobby Heenan.
Nice.
Not that it matters.
Oh God, you never know. Remember, the last round, you can usually win a lot of points. Here is clip number 2.
Hey, what kind of man is Roman Reigns? You know what? That could have been harmful to Seth Rollins. Could have hit you on here, just like you said with that brick right there. Could have hit one of these fans right here. What kind of man is Roman Reigns to do something as dastardly as that?
John?
I went for JBL.
Correct.
Okay. Phew.
Easiest one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easiest.
Oh my God. Yeah, I got that right, but damn.
Here is number 3. Brett, tell me who it is after we've had another listen.
I have never uttered the words "I quit," and this Sunday is never going to be any different.
Oh, I mean, I guess Beth Phoenix.
Correct.
Oh, thank God.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so that was actually obviously before her time as a commentator with NXT, but she was commentating on a match during Monday Night Raw back when she was a wrestler, but still counts. She was commentating then, and she is a commentator now. So
it's another one wrong.
Number 4, we're going back to Sam. Let's listen to it and then tell me who it is.
You know how much I love this company, and I would do anything they would ask of me, and it's a true privilege and an honor to be here.
I haven't the foggiest who this is, so I've gone for Gold Dust.
Gold Dust.
I don't put Gold Dust in all my quizzes. Or do I?
Oh, God.
Did you?
No, not for this one anyway. Maybe for other ones. Maybe not. He's not even a commentator, though, is he?
Are they all actual
are
commentators?
Yeah, I did say that.
I thought they were wrestlers doing commentary.
No,
Oh, wow, this is not going to look good then.
I said all commentators, some of which were wrestlers.
Right.
Is this one a wrestler? Because is it Samoa Joe?
It isn't Samoa Joe, but it is somebody who took to commentary after wrestling. Pretty underwhelming commentator, I think most of us agree. Brett, do you know who it is?
Well, I'm going for David Otunga.
Oh, it's nice to hear his name, though.
In the same sort of camp.
Is it Perry?
Is it Darren Young?
It's Percy Watson.
Percy Watson. I couldn't think of his name.
Percy is a hilarious name when you think about it. If we've got any Percys listening, please get in touch. We'll send you a t-shirt and all sorts of stuff because you deserve it. Okay, so that was number 4. Let's hear number 5, and then Sam, I want you to tell us who it is.
Adam Cole, for obvious reasons, not going with his given name, which is Fat Piece of Shit.
I've gone for Johnny Gargano.
No. John?
Excalibur.
Yes. Excalibur commentating on the Indies in an Adam Cole match, calling Adam Cole a fat piece of shit.
Yeah, that's what threw me. I thought it sounded like Excalibur, but it was the fact that it was talking about Adam Cole, and I was like, oh, I'm guessing this is pre...
Yeah.
AEW,
and obviously Adam Cole going to WWE.
Yeah. So with this, I will have you know, guys, that I did all of this myself, and I was just Googling commentators and trying to find clips, and it just so happened that with Excalibur, no AEW stuff came up, and this is one of the most popular clips on YouTube.
There you go.
So I went for it.
Interesting.
Okay, now it is number 6, and let's have a listen, and then John, it is your turn.
I have an invitation from my good friend Donald Trump to go down on the Princess, the $80 million yacht.
Was it Gorilla Monsoon?
Correct.
Boom.
Okay, Brett, it's number 7, and then you're up.
Fans, I want to reiterate something that I talked about before the commercial break. If you're thinking about changing channels to our competition, we want to let you know that unlike us, they've got their show in the can. Their show's been taped. Later tonight, Mick Foley, who once wrestled here as Cactus Jack, is going to win their world title.
So I think that one's Tony Schiavone.
Tony Schiavone is correct.
Again, just recognisable voice.
What an iconic piece of commentary. That must have been crazy watching that at the time. And probably a bit bloody annoying if you're fans of both. Would that make you want to stay tuned?
Played against WCW in the long run, didn't it? Because everyone turned over to Raw.
They're still going strong, aren't they?
Sure.
Okay, number 8 then. Let's have a listen, and then Sam, tell us who it is.
The thing that you need right now is this brand new pet groomer. It has these razors on the inside. So the thing is that your pet's fur will go inside, skin will go nowhere near it.
This was the only one I recognised the voice of. That's Renee Young's voice.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's a very weird video.
Is it?
Basically, she is standing there with like a black background, looking quite young, and a guy comes on and is like, right, your audition's been good so far. The final thing we want you to do is we're going to give you an object and you have to sell it to us. No matter what it is, you just have to make us want to buy it. And they actually gave her this, I don't know what it was. It looked like some sort of piece of audio equipment that you plug an XLR cable in, and then there's some other output on the other side, and it had these pins in, but it definitely wasn't a pet groomer. And they gave her 60 seconds or something like that to think about it. And they're like, right, you've got 60 seconds to think about it. And it was quite obvious that after about 10 seconds, she was ready to go. She was like, okay, yeah, I'm good. And then you just sit awkwardly and it's like, no, you've got another 40 seconds. Anyway, so in the end, she comes up with all that. And they thought she did a good job, and the rest is history.
Wait, was that her WWE interview?
Yeah.
Wow, that's mad.
Yeah, so let's now move on to number 9, and John, you'll be up after this.
Quit throwing pancakes. You don't get a pancake. Relax.
Oh, I thought this was hard. I went for Byron Saxton.
No. Brett, have you got an idea?
Well, I had an answer which I thought is definitely wrong.
Cool.
So
Don't go for
then
that,
I changed it for a name John mentioned earlier, and I went for Samoa Joe.
No. I've realised out of context this does not sound like the person, clearly.
I think I can remember the guy shouting this at New Day. I think it's Corey Graves.
Correct.
Oh,
I thought. I mean, Corey Graves has had a beef with the New Day for a long time, getting pancakes chucked at him, getting ring jackets chucked at him.
I originally had Kevin Owens written down, and then I kind of had this memory of them literally throwing pancakes at him and him having a bit of an outburst.
Yeah, I guess now it sounds like him now. You know,
Kevin Owens kicks off if he gets a pancake and it doesn't have maple syrup on it. He's that Canadian. Okay, so finishing off then with number 10. Sam, tell us who it is after we hear the clip again.
Of course, he may lose the match when it's all over, McMahon. Who knows? But at that particular moment, he made no mistake.
I went for Gorilla Monsoon.
Oh, no. We had him earlier. John, it was interesting. You were like, oh, yeah, classic. Oh, who is it again?
It's Jesse Ventura.
Of course.
Correct.
Oh, Sammy. You fucked it, mate.
There you go. So we heard from Bobby Heenan, JBL, Beth Phoenix, Percy Watson, Excalibur, Gorilla Monsoon, Tony Schiavone, Renee Young, Corey Graves, and Jesse Ventura. And Sam, how many did you get right?
4.
John, how many did you get right?
8.
And Brett, how many did you get right?
I did 7. Not too bad.
Nice. Okay, so that means Brett is
in last place.
I mean, would you say you're languishing?
I would. I would.
So yeah, 29 points for you. Sam is on 36, and now with a 6-point lead going into the final round, John is on 42. Ooh. Let's have a break and we'll come back for Who Flares Wins.
Oh, and a double stop to the hardest part of the ring. Goodness.
Okay, we're back, and I realised when I was talking about the rounds at the start, I called this Who Dares Wins, which is silly because there's no pun there. It is, of course, known by the name of Who Flares Wins. And for new listeners, anybody who's never listened to one of our quizzes before, or at least one that I've hosted, or indeed the live one we did at the podcast festival last year, Who Flares Wins is based around a sort of classic format, but they used to do it on the BBC National Lottery quiz game. Each person gets a subject, and they then have to make a bid on how many right answers they can give in a row without making a mistake. And the other guys can then increase that bid or get the player to name them. So, for example, I might say the subject is wrestlers called Adam. And Sam will say, I can get 2. And then John will go, well, I can get 3. And then Brett will go, no, I can't beat that. And if Sam says, I can't beat that either, then John has to go for it and he has to name all 3. If he names all 3 correctly, he gets 5 points. If he fails, if he only gets 4 or 3 or 2 or 1 or 0, he loses 3 points. And whoever's next in line, so in this case it would be Sam, can come in, say somebody, a wrestler called Adam, and he can steal the 3 points.
I feel like it's the 5th time I've had this explained to me and I'm just like, okay, cool, just tell me what to do.
Yeah, I think it's one of those that makes sense as we do it. So there are... Oh, I usually do an extra one. I usually do 4 different subjects, but I've only done 3 here. So they're all going to get done. And the person who is in last place gets to pick first. So Brett,
damn it,
very used to picking first in this round.
I hate
these are the 3 subjects you've got to choose from. First one is both elite wrestlers. The second one is Ock-Eye the Who. And the final one is PPV MMXX. So you've got 3 to choose from, both elite wrestlers, Ock-Eye the Who and PPV MMXX. What would you like?
Let's go both elite wrestlers. I ain't got a clue.
Okay. I think this is a decent one to start with. So both elite wrestlers is a play on all elite wrestling, but tag teams.
Oh.
So what you've got to do is just tell me as many AEW tag teams as you can. Now, I am going off proper tag teams that have consistently performed as a tag team. You can't just list me somebody who, 2 singles wrestlers who teamed up on an episode of Dark. And I'm pretty sure you couldn't do that anyway. So, I'll tell you, there are 12 tag teams.
12.
Brett, tell me. Start with a low bid. Why not? How many do you think you could name?
I'm blanking out.
The other two are frantically writing teams down, or at least they should be. So you're a 6. So we'll go to Sam, who would be the next challenger. Can you go for 7 or more?
Oh, I got 7. Oh no.
Yeah, I can name 7 AEW tag teams.
John, can you beat 7?
I can't beat 7.
Brett, can you do 8?
Yes, I'll do 8.
Sam, can you do 9?
No, name 8, Brett.
Okay, so this means Brett needs to name 8, and if he fails, then Sam can come in and steal. Let's do it. Brett, 8 All Elite Wrestling tag teams.
So I got Lucha Bros.
Yeah.
FTR.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
SCU.
Yeah.
Young Bucks.
Yeah.
The Butcher and Blade.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Page and Omega.
Correct.
Private Party.
Ooh. Smashing this.
And Pride and Powerful. Or whatever they call themselves.
Pride and Powerful?
Oh, LAX. What are they?
Yes.
Pride and...
Yeah, it's proud.
Yeah.
Pride and Powerful, isn't it?
Proud and Powerful?
This is quite funny, actually, and I'm going to give it to you because, as far as I'm aware, it is Proud and Powerful. But I did see it on a list somewhere else when I first Googled it. I think whatever the top result was on Google, which said Pride and Powerful, and I thought that's not right, is it? So I went to AEW, and it is indeed Proud. But we know who you meant.
Yeah, fair enough.
We're going to allow it, and you've done it.
Well done, Brett. That was very impressive.
Sam, so that means Brett gets the 5 points there, so that's great. Sam, do you want to name any others? Were there any that you didn't that weren't said, or John?
Was Dark Order named?
Yeah, I was going to go.
No,
Dark Order was any other ones I had. Oh, Best Friends.
Oh yeah,
Best Friends. Yeah, there's 2 more.
Jurassic Express.
Oh,
yeah.
of course.
One more who you rarely see. I'm guessing they're on Dark.
Oh, the Jack. What's his name? The bloody. They wear the silly costumes.
Oh, Angelico and
Angelico and Jack Evans.
Jack Evans.
And their tag team name is the Hybrid 2.
Oh God, that's awful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well played, Brett. I wouldn't have been able to do 8.
Yeah, that's impressive. I'm impressed.
The first time I've ever actually gone for one on this, I think.
100% record. Okay, so in second place is Sam. So you get to pick between Okai the Who and PPV MMXX.
Let's go for PPV MMXX.
So, this should be the easiest one.
Oh, really?
It is main roster WWE pay-per-views that have taken place in 2020.
Ooh.
Hence the MMXX.
Okie dokie.
Does it
I'm not going to tell you how many there are.
Doesn't it include NXT?
No. Main roster WWE pay-per-views.
Does it
Give me a
include
bid.
Saudi shows?
Yes.
Ooh.
Give me a bid, Sam. Give me a bid. I'm not going to give you too much time on this.
6.
Okay. John, can you bet a 6?
No, I think I've only got 6. Actually, no, I've only got 6.
Okay, Brett, can you get 7, or do you think you can bet a 6? Is the question.
I know I don't know. No.
Sam, tell us.
Just before I start.
Yeah.
Does night 1 and night 2 count as 2 different pay-per-views?
Oh, no way.
No, it does not.
Okay, fine. All
Go
right.
on, tell us 6. Do it.
All right. Backlash.
Correct. June the 14th.
Okay, before that we did Money in the Bank.
May the 10th. Correct.
Before that would be WrestleMania.
March 25th and 26th.
All right, let's go back to the beginning of the year. Royal Rumble.
January 26th.
We've had Elimination Chamber.
March the 8th. That's 5. You've got to get one more.
Oh, shit. Has there been a Super Showdown this year?
February 27th.
Yeah!
And that is all of the pay-per-views there have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
thank goodness we do a podcast about that.
That's a kind of weird one. Yeah, because, I mean, that's why I said it should be the easiest one, because we've spoken about all of them. There are only 6 And John there's literally nothing he could do. He wrote, were those the 6 you wrote down, John?
Yeah, those were. Although I actually had it as Greatest Royal Rumble rather than Showdown, so I would have got it wrong.
I would have forgotten Super Showdown, to be honest with you. Wow, well done, Sam. So, wow, this is crazy. You guys are just smashing it. Sam gets his 5 points. So, interestingly, that means that Sam has moved to 1 point behind John. And it's John up next. So what needs to happen here is for John to fail. Or for John to get outbid by Sam. Okay?
How many points am I winning by at the moment?
What? 1 point.
Oh, bloody hell.
You're winning by 1 point. It's happening again. But obviously you still have this opportunity to win.
Okay.
And your round is called Ockeye the Who. And as you may have guessed, it's Scottish wrestlers currently signed to WWE.
Oh,
and that includes
Jesus.
That includes NXT UK.
Oh, okay.
This is what happens when you go last.
Oh, that's really
Scottish
hard.
wrestlers currently signed to WWE.
Scottish wrestlers.
And I'm not going to tell you how many there are.
Oh.
It's tempting to tell you how many there are, but this is so important. I don't want to mess things up. So come on then, John. Quick, give us a bid.
2.
Okay.
I can name more than that.
Yes. I mean, in theory, it should be Brett to actually go first with the order. No, that's okay. Brett, could you go for 3 or 4?
3.
Please say yes.
I can't think of, my mind's blanked. It's the pressure, see, at this point. No, I don't think I can.
Okay, so Sam, are you going to bid 3 or are you going to bid higher than that?
I can bid 4.
Ooh, that's big. I mean, John has to. He basically has to go for 5.
Yeah.
Do I? I can't, honestly, I can't think of anything more than 2.
Well, if Sam names those 4, then he's won the quiz.
Yeah, but if he gets them wrong, I win it.
Yep. Also true.
The question is whether one of them is still employed by WWE.
Tension.
I honestly don't have anything more than 2. I can't go.
Wow. You're going to kick yourself because, you've reviewed pay-per-views with a lot of these
Okay.
people.
What was Sam?
Well, I don't think
Sam's
that's not a massive tip because Scottish wrestlers currently signed to WWE.
Okay, I will go with...
Things are changing.
What do I need to... Did Sam go 4?
Yeah.
I will go 5.
I'll go for 10. 5, okay. Brett, have you suddenly had a change of heart?
He's going for 5.
Yeah, you could go for 6.
I'll try...
Oh, Brett, spanner in the works. 1 point in it, and Brett's steaming in here with 6. Sam.
I can't name more than that, no.
Wow.
Although,
I
don't know if I know a full name.
Oh, shit! No, I can name 6 as well. Oh, that doesn't matter, though.
Doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Oh, rubbish.
Okay, so this means that Brett has to try and name 6. If he fails at any point, then it goes to John, who has to name 1, and he wins the whole quiz.
Okay.
If John fails with that 1, then it goes to Sam, and he can win the whole quiz.
Oh.
So this is incredibly exciting. It's almost like we plan it. It's always close. It's always close. So this is where we're at. Brett could be kingmaker.
I've got 6 written down on a page here. If I have a chance.
So Brett, name your 6 Scottish wrestlers currently signed to WWE.
So I've got Drew McIntyre.
Correct.
Nikki Cross.
Oh, of course.
Correct.
Wolfgang.
Correct.
Joe Coffey.
Hey?
Correct.
Mark Coffey.
Correct.
And Kaylee Ray.
And correct. So Brett,
wow.
Brett gets 5 points and has absolutely smashed this round as a whole. But it means that John remains on 42 points and wins the quiz.
No, my fight money.
Take that, Sam. Your reign is over.
Oh, the streak.
I can't believe this.
You're like Undertaker, an old man picking up his hat from the ring.
I played a part in the final round.
You did, Brett. This is Brett's best showing.
I had no idea Joe Coffey and Mark Coffey were Scottish. I could have had 8.
Yeah.
Deary me. They're in Gallus, for God's sake. But then you don't watch them.
There's Noam Dar and Piper Niven.
Yeah, exactly. You could have had Noam Dar,
Isla
Piper
Dawn.
Niven, Isla Dawn, and Kenny Williams.
Kenny Williams, that was the one I could think of Kenny, but I couldn't think of his surname.
So there are
I
10.
can't believe it. Oh, congratulations, Brett and John.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so this is absolutely incredible.
Sam's lost.
Sam has lost a quiz.
Sam has lost.
I'm storming off the pod. I'm done.
950 days. I'd love it if he actually did storm off.
And I get the Baron Corbin vest. What a joy.
I've got to post something to you. I can't bother. Oh.
Yes, get that in the post. In fact, listeners, we should reveal, of course, this week, if you saw on our Twitter or our Instagram, John finally posted me the hardest part of the ring championship belt, which I won by winning the spring quiz, and it just fits like a glove.
Like a glove?
I mean, it doesn't. It's very tight.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's not about me. It's very much all about Sam losing. I mean, John winning.
Yeah.
Well done, John.
Well done, John.
Third one.
I'm genuinely crying.
And do you want to know what else is amazing? John wins with 42 points. Sam ended on 41. And Brett ended on 39 by getting 10 points at the end there.
God, Brett smashed that last round.
3 points in it.
Unbelievable.
Another close quiz. Lovely. Guys, just for fun, I'm going to give you the tie-break question.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
How old is Vince McMahon in months?
Oh.
In months?
You've got 10 seconds to guess.
Oh, 70 odd, isn't he? So, 700.
1,020.
No.
824.
No, but better. Brett?
840. No idea.
No, closer. Brett wins that one as well. Oh my God, Brett.
All kinds of chaos going on today.
Vince McMahon was born on the 24th of August 1945, which means he's 74, which means he is 898 months and 19 days.
Sorry,
old.
what day was his birthday?
24th of August 1945.
Do you reckon it's a coincidence that a massive bomb was dropped around that time and then all of a sudden Vince McMahon came into being?
Or Hitler died and Vince McMahon was reincarnated as...
Is Vince McMahon the reincarnation of Hitler? Asking the real questions on hardest part of the ring.
I think we just have to end the quiz on that.
Oh, shit, guys. I need to write a quiz. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, don't
this
rub it
does, of course, mean that John will be writing the autumn quiz. Sam gets a little break. And the prize for the autumn quiz is... the lunchbox? No.
Okada dollar. You're putting your Okada dollar on the line.
Of course. I currently have the Okada dollar in a lovely frame. And that's going to be up for grabs in the next quiz. So I've got a chance to retain it. That'll be nice. Anyway, that is indeed the end of the quiz. Let's have a little sting and then we'll wrap everything up.
Now they're on the ring apron.
This is a dangerous spot in the ring, Morrow. The hardest part of the ring, nothing but steel underneath their feet.
Right, next podcast will be this weekend. Well, the pod won't, but the event that we're reviewing will be, because it's Extreme Rules, the 7th WWE pay-per-view of the year.
The horror show.
The card looks pretty
as
good.
Always, quite looking forward to it in a weird way. So we'll be talking about that next week. And then I don't know what else we've got coming up. Probably some undertakings, as you'd expect. Brett, if people want to get in touch with us and praise your performance in the quiz, first and foremost.
my last place performance.
I'm so proud of that last place today, though. 39
At least you went
points.
second, Brett. I mean, it's not really improving. It's kind of different.
I played a part in the winner, though.
You did?
That's my claim to fame.
That was chaos, because I thought I had it all wrapped up.
I think that's going to give you confidence, Brett, and then the autumn quiz is just in the bag for you already, basically. The mind games have begun.
Yeah, Sam's broken a man now. He's done.
He's going to go on a 950-day losing
He's
streak.
going to dye his hair red and carry a balloon around.
Anyway, Brett, stop milking your 39 points and tell us how people get in touch.
Poor John, he actually won. They can send their emails to hardestpartofthering@gmail.com. Get us on Instagram, Facebook or Twitter. We are at hardestpartpod.
Lovely. Thank you very much to everybody for listening, and thanks for hopefully playing along with us. If you want to send us some screenshots of your answers or just let us know how you got on, that would be really cool. Usually you absolutely destroy us, but I think it was a decent performance this week from all three of you. So well done. Until then, actually, no, I should say this because I always forget to say, if you did enjoy the pod and the amount of work that goes into the quiz and the amount of effort that we all put in, then please, if you haven't already, tell your friends about the podcast and maybe leave us a review on iTunes because it helps people discover the pod. And then we can continue to get extremely rich from it. But until next week, when we come back and talk about Extreme Rules, it's goodbye from me, Adam. It's goodbye from somebody who's never felt the feeling.
I've got a lot of soul searching to do. I've got a lot of, whatever.
See you later.
Bye.
It's goodbye to the summer quiz champ, John.
Ooh. Goodbye.
And it is goodbye to somebody who had a lovely day out. And he played his part, and it was a real special moment for him. It was Brett.
Yes, goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. That was the hardest part of the ring.
It's the hardest day of my life.
That is the hardest part of that ring.